Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Surviving Mars Green Planet. Well, we are in the home stretch and it feels awfully good. We have plenty of resources. We have, most of our parameters sorted out. We just need to keep on working on a little bit of vegetation. So either way, to make sure that that all happens, we're going to quickly go ahead and make sure that we have all of these buildings up and running. We'll keep everything going as it should be, and I think that's about it for over here. And then I think we're going to go ahead and get our little RC commander to start moving on down and working with a few things. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pop out over here. And I think one of the ways we're going to help set things up, we're going to go ahead and get this little tunnel to maybe be dropped off whereabouts. You know what? Let's have a little bit of where it is. All right, so I think we can go ahead and put that there, and then we'll have access to. Hang on a second. Uneven terrain too far. We will find what we need. I should have probably planned this out a little bit ago. Uneven terrain. Actually, what we could do... Too far? Let's go ahead and maybe we place this out over here. Yeah, I think that seems reasonable. It's either that or we're going to have to go ahead and build this... Whereabouts? All the way up over there? Actually, you know what? That does kind of make a little bit of sense. We'll go up, we'll go through the mountain. Yeah, we'll chuck this over here. Let's see, where's too far and where does that cease? Alright, so we'll go ahead and pop that over here. That'll be fine. We'll go ahead and add on in... do we need anything? Actually, no, we don't. We only need power. So you know what, that'll be fine, because what we're going to do is we're going to use this tunnel as an outlet for extra power. We'll go ahead and set up a couple of forestation projects down over here, and so that'll work out all well and good. We're going to need, let's see, a couple of electronics and some basic metals as well. We're going to be building up a drone hub so we have access to everything. We'll put this, say, about here. There we go. We'll put that there. We'll plan out... actually, all of that is already covered, so that's ideal. And then... Where do we need another one for the future? I guess we go... We'll build one about here. And we'll build another one over there. There we go. That should be sufficient. Alright, and so we're going to go ahead and try and clear up all of this. And yeah, get a few of these large lakes sorted. But to make sure that we do so, let's go ahead and quickly add on in a couple of extra things for our universal depots. That's going to be rather necessary for making this work. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll also need, oh that's right, polymers. Polymers are what is required to work with the maintenance of the plantation plants. So that's fine. Let's make sure that they have them. I think we have seeds. Let's just double check. Yeah, they do all have seeds, so that should be all well and good. Alright then, so we'll leave that for now. So, you know what? Actually, come to think about it, we should probably send our transport. Our commander, and we'll send you up over here. We'll make sure that this gets built up first. It shouldn't be too bad. We should have some drones relatively close. Yeah, we're already getting concrete to where we need it. Yeah, this isn't going to take us very long. But either way, that is the plan there. Also too, in previous episodes, I have not chucked in a triple electric scrubber for these things. That was a little bit of a goof. We're going to fix that right about now. We're going to go ahead and pop one right about there. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then 1, 2, and 3. That should... Oh, actually, no. Hang on a second. That's not the best positioning. Let's go ahead and get a little bit closer and make sure that we get this just right. Let's put this... I suppose side by side's really a good enough spot. Yeah, we'll put that here and we'll put the other one there. We'll do something similar on the other side, just to make sure that we have... Yeah, that we have good coverage there. It requires a fair bit of maintenance there. Unfortunately, 10 metals is a decent chunk. In fact, we do need to probably bring that up to 10 for now so they can get up and running. And when we do, that means we're going to be able to save ourselves a little bit more with the with those carbonate processes. So that'll be fine. Alright, so that's all good. Yes, we've had a couple of Mars quakes, but again, that's not really too severe, so I'm not too concerned about that. We've got a pretty good production line going on over here. All of these shuttles are working out splendidly in our favor. And I think, yeah, that's basically everything that we need for now. Let's double check that we've got everything up and running. We need a polymer over here and a polymer over there. Realistically, I think as far as maintenance is concerned, a couple of polymers are not going to be our issue. So we're going to just let that be, and we'll eat that cost over time. It's, again, as I said, just not that major of an issue. Alright, looks like we're slowly working our way through these deep metals, so that's working out well. We also have our mower home maximized. I think what we're going to do, though, is we're going to go for the third and final upgrade for our excavator. We don't quite have the machine parts necessary, but we're producing 60 per day. So by the time we transport everything that we need over here, I think we will be fine. And then I think that's about it for now. We do need a couple more materials. Oh wait, but they're all being carried across, so that's not bad. Do we need to work on both sides? No, it's only one or the other. Ah, right, and I'm guessing it's this universal depot that is sorting out our troubles. So you know what? Let's just bring them down preemptively and we'll see how that all goes. Alright, outside of drone commander range, that's not for long. Alright, we'll also go ahead and see when we're down here whether we need to clean up any more toxic pools. I don't think... Oh no, wait, there is one more down over here. Okay, so as we build things through, we're going to go over here and just make sure that we don't have the reduction to our soil quality. That will be rather good for us. Alright, so let's leave that for a second, and it looks like we've got a couple of rockets that are ready to rumble, so let's go ahead and send them off on some expeditions. We were planning on the launching of the magnetic shield. We want a second one, even if it's just two on polar sides of the orbit. I think that would be rather nice, and it's certainly better than just having one magnetic shield. So we're going to go ahead and send that expedition right about now. We'll send that off. It will be lost forever. Yes, I am aware of this. So there we go. The schooner is on its final voyage, and that is all right. So with that sorted, let's get the caravel to keep and continue the good work. We're going to go ahead and seed more vegetation across this, well, once red planet. So yeah, if we have a look actually while we're still in the planetary view, yeah, we're beginning to see green form around some of the coasts. We've definitely seen a huge increase in the amount of water that is on the planet. Yeah, and as you can see, it's slowly becoming greener and greener. We're at 18%, and I really look forward to seeing this continue to grow. Alright, so we've got all of these. What else do we have? I think we have another issue too. With all these forestation plants, we have a whole bunch of seeds that we can harvest. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and unpack a couple more drones, because that will continue our seeds being collected. And I think we can expand out over here. In fact, we'll just round that out at 5, and I think that'll be good. And then what else do we want? That's all sorted. That's slowly being worked upon. Looks like we do have these magnetic field generators up and running, which is good. We've got the amplification sorted.
Research complete. Milestone achieved.
Milestone achieved. We're now at 100% water as well. Okay, so it's only going to be the amount of time it takes to get the plants to grow. So let's go ahead and add in some tech. Let's add a bunch of these, one of those. That should be all a-okay. Milestone achieved, so it now leaves us with fairly minimal. Yeah, technically we could go for the 1,000 colonists as well. Depending, we may see if that's worth going for. Yeah, actually, how many do we have? Let's check out at our command center. If we check out how many colonists we have 638. Alright, so I think this is going to be quite attainable. We're going to go ahead and continue expanding our housing then for this. Again, we do want this to happen, so we'll build in another apartment over here, another one over there, another one over... let's go there. So that's another 3. So let's go for another 100 people inside this dome. Yeah, there we go. That should be fine, or at least close enough to it. And then what we can also do is... Oh, hang on a second. Let's make sure we get the home collectives. Yeah, I just remembered that. I forgot about that. And then let's work on adding in some more services. Let's go with a casino. Oh wait, no, we already have one of those. Let's go with maybe an open air gym. That's probably not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and chuck in a space bar. We'll go ahead and put in... Oh, wait a second. We already have one of those as well. But you know what? We probably could do with a second one, so we'll go ahead and do that anyway. And then we'll also go ahead and throw in another grocer. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wait a second. Oh, it looks like we didn't place these in quite the correct position there. No, it was slightly off grid. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and... Where was it? We were going with a spacebar. There we go. We'll go ahead and put this up in the corner. We'll build another set of apartments. There we go. Let's also chuck in an amusement park. We have the ability, so we may as well. That can go there. And then let's also go for another... let's go for a biorobotics workshop. We've got plenty of machine parts, so you know what? We may as well expand into some other avenues of work. And then... What else? Have we got a security complex? Yes, we do. Let's build another infirmary. That's probably not a bad idea. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and build a second one just for good measure. And then let's also chuck in a small statue in the middle. There we go. Alright, so that should be good for now. That'll give them some more room to expand and grow. So that'll work out well. We can go ahead and also increase these tribolectric scrubbers now that they're being built. So that should be all good. Let's see. Did we have... Okay, we did have the plantation down over here, so that's ideal. You know what? We actually have enough room where we could throw in a second one, so let's go ahead and do that as well. Again, the more forestation we have, the better. Let's just check. Yeah, all of this should be well within range, so let's drop this down over by this corner. We'll build that there. The drone hub will be able to access that fairly easily, so that's not a bad thing. And yeah, we can grow some more greenery out in this direction. Yeah, there'll be some overlap, but again, it's not like that really matters too much one way or the other. Alright, caught some renegades, that's all good to see. Oh, and I just realized we never ended up building this farm out here, and it looks like our dozer did a pretty dodgy job of flattening out the terrain here. So let's quickly go ahead and deal with that. Yep, alright, so there we go. Let's go ahead and check out our open farm. We'll go ahead and... let's see, open farm. Let's go ahead and we'll pop that around... I guess this is just about as... Oh, wait. Uneven terrain? Hang on a second. Okay, so uneven terrain. That's what we got to work with again. Let's get you out of the way. And, continue to try and flatten things out a little bit further. So let's go catch all of this. And we're going to try and leave this little hill here. Alright. Good. And hopefully... Come on, let's see how that goes. Objects blocking. It should be out of the way fairly quickly. No, too far from a drone commander. You know what? I've had enough. It doesn't matter. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to place this where we can, and then we'll throw in we will throw in our own new drone hub. It's the simple solution, so that's what we're going for. We'll go ahead and we'll pop that right about... let's go right over here. That'll be fine. We'll go ahead and add on in the... we need some water, so let's go ahead and get some pipes sorted out. We'll go from here to there. That should be... there we go. That'll work out fine. We'll get that sorted. I think we'll also go ahead and chuck on in another lake. That seems reasonable. We'll do another small one. Actually, you know what? Let's go for something slightly larger than small. Let's just go with a regular sized lake, and we will put this... There we go. That should do nicely. So that'll help increase the soil quality in this area. What we'll also do is, you know, maybe we even go for a third. We'll chuck a small lake up over here. Doesn't matter that it's too far from the commander, but again, we want this crop to work out rather nicely. So we will let that be. Alright, that is very, very nice. Let's also go ahead and check in on all of this. It does look like we now have access. Yep, everything is powered nicely. So we've got our little drone hub up and running, so we can send this guy onto the next location. Although, hang on a second. Yes. It does look like this one is being looked after. Yeah, we'll make our way down here anyway. That'll be fine. Let's go ahead and add on in the forestation plant. Let's pop that right about... I don't know, we'll just put that there for now. That'll be fine. We'll go ahead and power that up. Of course, power cables are obviously necessary. We will tie that in there so that works out. And then I think we should be fairly good. Yeah, and yeah, I really don't know how to get rid of these dust geysers. They seem to just be a perpetual thing. Unfortunately, not much can be done about that, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh, yes, and in a little bit of pre-planning, let's go ahead and get some power cables up and running. Let's go over here, over there. Let's move... Oh, okay. What about from over here? Can we go this way around? Yes, we can. Okay, so that'll work out fine. Let's go over there. We'll go ahead and dismantle that extra stuff. No point in taking up where trees can be. In fact, you know what? That's actually really, really janky. Let's go ahead and clear that up a little bit. There we go. So now let's go ahead and chuck in some more power cables. From point A to point B. Brilliant. Oh yeah, we also have access to more metals, so you know what? In the interests of production, let's go ahead and add one of those. That'll be fine. Let's chuck in another little depot for metals. I'll put that side by side, and then we need a little dumping site. That'll also be all good. As long as we have a couple of machine parts, which I think we do, we will be fine. Those drones can do all that they need. Yeah, we'll let that be for now. Looks like this is now up and running, so let's just go with some mixed trees. That should work out well. We do have 2 split grids, which is not quite the truth. You know what? Maybe we can go ahead and sort that out. There we go. Hopefully that sorts out its own issues. I really can't be bothered dealing with more than that. And then let's keep on working on some more trees. Let's go one over here. That'll do nicely. Actually, let's build this as far apart as possible. Yeah, we'll build that one there. We'll build the other one up over here. Again, we're just trying to get as much overlap as, well, as little overlap as possible. And then, let's see, we need maybe all the way down over here. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, there we go. We'll go ahead and get that one down as well. And then, of course, we now need more power cables, which is easily sorted. Let's go from all the way across. Let's go from here to... Actually, you know what? That is pretty decent. We'll go ahead and do that as well. Alright, so that'll work out there. The drone hub should be fine. We'll have plenty of things. Concrete, metals, polymers, machine parts, electronics. Actually, we can drop the electronics now. They will no longer be necessary down here. These things are filling up automatically thanks to our breakthrough techs. We still need some concrete though, it seems. But it looks like that's fine. Let's continue on our production just for simplicity's sake. There's really no point in not going ahead and exploiting what we have easy access to. We'll go ahead and drop that there. And then let's go for another dumping side by side. I don't think we need the concrete one. I think that's something that we can just ignore.
Research
we have a perpetual source, and realistically we are not running through all of that, so we're just going to leave that be. Alright, so you know what? I'm thinking what maybe we do is we set up a couple of triple electric scrubbers and we use some of this for a new power situation. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Actually, you know what we're going to do too? We're going to... Actually, you know what? No, I don't mind this. We're going to go ahead and let that be. We're just going to go with some grass, have a nice open field just for a bit. What else do we need? Oh, right. Before I forget again, we've probably gone ahead and finished all of our triple electric scrubbers. So we'll kick those up to maximum. Yep. And minimize the maintenance there. Let's also see we're now only losing 0.25 per day, so we can shut down a processor entirely. Let's go ahead and say goodbye to them. Building has been turned off, and I think that still leaves us with slightly more than what we need, which is excellent. So we're going to go ahead and close this large dumping site. We'll go ahead and set that to 0 and goodbye. And so realistically, yeah, we'll leave a little bit of waste rock here for the next little bit, but I think we're pretty well done. We'll even close off one more of these storages, and that should mean that all of this waste rock then becomes accessible to these rare metal refineries, and then all of these ones as well, which, oh, we can even amplify and factory AI upgrade. Huh, sure, let's go ahead and do that. That's a nice little use of some of our resources. Do we need any more just for anything in particular? We're doing fine on polymers, definitely fine on all of this, we're fine on all of that. Yeah, it just looks like we're now slowly producing a nice little surplus, so it's just going to be easier for all of our buildings to access what they need access to. Yeah, this is really good. Alright, so we're just kind of cruising now. Looks like this is, yeah, the Topaz Dome is very nicely expanding, and there's our little achievement as well. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Or at least that's how it's meant to go. A short little story by Philip K. Dick. He's a, yeah, had to read a few of his things back in the day when I was at school. And also, he, I believe this is what is the inspiration for Blade Runner. Yes, that's right, Blade Runner. Either way, oh yes, he also did Minority Report. That's the one as well. Yeah, he worked on that. Yes. So either way, that's going well. Looks like this is all still panning out fairly good. Let's just check that everything's all good still. Did we have any other little productions here? Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and keep working on that. We'll amplify the consumption there. Let's see. Let's get these up and running. We'll amplify here as well. Yeah, we're slowly building up everything. It looks like that's going well. What do we need though? We need more concrete. Okay, why is concrete an issue here? Okay, long story short, it shouldn't be, but they should be able to get this sorted. Alright, so you know what, let's just bring the little RC commander up a little bit further. Just that way they can finish building if... Oh, maybe the drone's just a little bit too far away. Okay, well, you know what? It's still slowly ticking up over time, so you know what? That'll be fun. We'll leave that be. This is also going to be looked after as time goes by. Oh, of course, it's the pump that is slightly outside of range. But again, it's I think it's just a concrete issue.
Research complete.
More Martian things are finished. Let's go ahead and queue up a whole bunch of extra patents again. That'll be fine. We do need some more power, so I think we'll go ahead and we'll just add a little bit more. We're not really using this area for much, so I suppose it makes a bit of sense that we'll add on a little bit more of this. First things first, let's build a bunch of scrubbers. Let's go ahead and we'll go... where do we want to go and build these? I think... Should we make this the Great Solar Farm? I think that seems like a good plan. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll go... we'll build one over here. Oh, whoops, daisies. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. That should be fun. We'll do another one of them. That'll be fine. And then... that'll also be good. And then we can work our way down over this direction. And then... I'm not sure if I got these quite right, but we should... Oh, that's right. As that expands by 3, that'll go to there. Yeah, okay, so all of this overlap is fine. We'll go ahead and, you know what, we'll even go ahead and flatten all of this. Give an extra little job to our RC dozer, which has been... I will admit, a little underwhelming for everything that I was expecting that they could do. Yeah, I was hoping they would help out a little bit more, but, you know, it is what it is. And I think that should be fine. So we'll go ahead and let that be the new job. I'm sure he'll quickly zip on over here and clean all this up. Do we care about this water access? Not particularly. We're still really well set as far as all this is concerned. But let's go ahead and start adding in a little bit more power just for the sake of it. We'll go ahead and add on in 1 over... I think we'll go 1 there first. We'll do another one beside it. We'll need to make sure that we fill in as much of this as possible. So we'll go ahead and build a couple more there. Chuck in an extra one there, that'll do well. Let's go... Let's build one of these here, and then if we rotate around, we can fill in the gaps fairly easily. Yeah, there we have it. Okay, and we can rotate that back around, and that'll work out. Alright, so that is pretty good. And then as we need more and more power, we'll just slowly expand this along the line of these triple electric scrubbers. That way we won't have to pay any maintenance, which will keep this a nice, cheap and easy access of power. Yeah, all of this will be covered. And then as these get taken out, we can, you know, potentially fill in the gaps a little bit further. But that should be fine in that regard. Let's see, that's still working out well. We've got a couple of drones. Yeah, they're pretty chill. Looks like we have this up and running. Yep, we have the mixed trees. That's what we wanted.
Research complete.
It looks like I completely forgot to add on in some power before. That is my bad there, little buddy. Let's go ahead and tie that on in. And then... yeah, we've already got power over there, so it looks like we're doing fairly well. Everything is within range, so let's go ahead and shuffle this fellow off over... no, off over here. I guess that's going to be the next best thing. Yeah, we're still short on electronics. That's fine. We'll slowly catch back up there. In fact, you know what? Let's just see if we can purchase ourselves a few more. It's not that we really are short on them, but if we can add more into the network, bring some a little bit closer, that could potentially be a little bit better for us. And then, you know what, let's go ahead and do the same thing once more. Yeah, just make sure that we have a whole heap of electronics around. There we go, nice and easy, nothing really too special. We should be working on a couple of machine parts, I believe. Oh yeah, we can go ahead and control the collective.
We have a delivery on the space
Let's
elevator.
go ahead and open up some of these shifts for people so they have plenty of work to access. Rejuvenation treatments, night times, yep, let's do all of that. You're all through the day and night. You've got the farms, you've got the gyms, you've got the space bars. Yeah, I think these guys are going to have a fairly enjoyable life up over here. But you know what, we will go ahead and add on in another electronics factory. It seems to be the thing. We've got some production of rare metals down over here, so it does make sense that we would build at least one. Yeah, that does make a bit of sense. Alright, so that's all good. This is all panning out well. Alright then, I think what we do then is with all of this seemingly well sorted, we're going to go ahead and... Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start working on some of this capital city. We just need concrete and some metals, but I really want to get this up and running, and I definitely want to have that done before the end of series. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly zip on over here. We're going to create a drone hub. We're going to need a couple of these. We'll put one of them... this is actually kind of a very interesting situation here. It's, I'm actually not sure if this is, let's close that up and maybe we add on a new landscaping thing. Let's go ahead and flatten this out a little bit. I don't want to take away any of the fancy features that we do have, but we do need to make sure that we are making this as beautiful as it can be. So we'll take out all of that. We'll clear out these, we'll clear out that, just to try and make this a little more uniform. We're just going to slowly select everything that is in this area. Actually, oh, hang on a second, can we... we cannot cancel just a small section. Okay, that is disappointing. Oh, wait, overlapping projects. No. Cancel construction. Alright, we're going to do that once more. We're going to go ahead and start our way over here. We'll make sure that we're not selecting anything unnecessarily. Just need to be very careful of what we allow to be consumed and what we don't. That's all good. We'll, actually, you know what? We'll do some of the larger sections here. That'll be fine. There we go. Just because they're nice and easy to paint out. There we go. So then we go build over here. Is there any way we can... Okay, we can get those little rocks. Okay, it looks like we can't go for those small ones. They're just going to be the issue there. Let's go ahead and add on that. Oh, there we go. One more. Again, just slowly... Actually, you know what? Maybe we do take out just that one little rock there. That'll be fine. And then... I think maybe this one as well, just so we have a little bit of extra room to negotiate. Yeah, okay, you know what? No, we're going to go ahead and take out just a little bit of the natural things. We'll try and leave that really big rock there, so we'll go for the small one. But hopefully that clears out everything that we need, and that should be all good. Alright, so that's going to get done. Excess waste rock just a little bit, but that'll give us a nice little plateau for our capital city. And then once the drone has finished that, we can then go ahead and yeah, build that up there, which I'm very keen for. Alright, there's our extra magnetic shield, so it does look like we're only losing 0.2. Huh. Okay, that's a little bit odd. How on earth is that the case? Alright, we're still building our final one. Alright, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and kick that up a notch. That should be all that we need. And I don't even think we'll need to amplify it. So that will be very good. Alright, but either way,
Research
that'll take
complete.
us... Oh, actually, that's pretty much everything there. Oops, you know, let's just get rid of that and go back to one of those longer ones. Yeah, so there we have it. Okay, here goes our magnetic field generator, and I think that means we're no longer going to be losing any more atmosphere, assuming there is enough power to keep all of the atmosphere on our planet. Let's see if that is the case. Okay, there we have it. We are losing absolutely nothing. We can now go ahead and disable our final carbonic processor, which is very, very nice. All of them are shut down, all of them are legacy to the world we've built, and I think that that's a pretty good place to call it for today. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.